have to hit the cursor too.
Chances of getting a nutritious meal, one with fruit and milk, one in lower in sugar and salt, dramatically increase. Allison will have a lower rate of obesity than the average kid. She'll have to visit the nurse less. She'll have lower levels of anxiety and depression. She'll have better behavior. She'll have better attendance, and she'll show up on time more often. Why? Well, because there's a good meal waiting for her at school. Overall, Allison is in much better health than the average school kid. So what about that kid who doesn't have a nutritious breakfast waiting for him? Well, meet Tommy. He's also 12. He's a wonderful kid. He wants to be a doctor. By the time Tommy's in kindergarten, he's already underperforming in math. By the time he's in 3rd grade, he's got lower math and reading scores. By the time he's 11, it's more likely that Tommy will have to have repeated a grade. Research shows that kids who do not have consistent nourishment, particularly at breakfast, have poor cognitive function overall. So how widespread is this problem? Well, unfortunately, it's pervasive. Let me give you 2 stats that seem like they're on opposite ends of the issue, but are actually 2 sides of the same coin. On the one hand, 1 in 6 Americans are food insecure, including 16 million children, almost 20%, are food insecure. In this city alone, in New York City, 474,000 kids under the age of 18 face hunger every year. It's crazy. On the other hand, diet and nutrition is the #1 cause of preventable death and disease in this country by far. And fully 1/3 of the kids that we've been talking about tonight are on track to have diabetes in their lifetime. Now, what's hard to put together, but is true, is that many times these are the same children. So they fill up on the unhealthy and cheap calories that surround them in their communities and that their families can afford. But then by the end of the month, food stamps run out, or hours get cut at work, and they don't have the money to cover the basic cost of food. But we should be able to solve this problem, right? We know what the answers are. As part of my work at the White House, we instituted a program that for all schools that had 40% more low-income kids, we could serve breakfast and lunch to every kid in that school for free. This program has been incredibly successful because it helped us overcome a very difficult barrier when it came to getting kids a nutritious breakfast. And that was the barrier of stigma. See, schools serve breakfast before class, before school. And it was only available for the poor kids. So everybody knew who was poor and who needed government help. Now, all kids, no matter how much or how little their parents make, they have a lot of pride. So what happened? Well, the schools that have implemented this program, they saw an increase in math and reading scores by 17.5%. 17.5%. And research shows that when kids have a consistent, nutritious breakfast, their chances of graduating increase by 20%. 20%. When we give our kids the nourishment they need, we give them the chance to thrive, both in the classroom and beyond. Now, you don't have to trust me on this, but you should talk to Donna Martin.
Okay.
I love Donna Martin.
I love